Alrighty guys, what's going on? So a few of you had commented and said that you would want to see some chest and tricep exercises. So I actually went ahead and this morning I grabbed my camera and thought I'd take you guys along to check out what I do for a push day. So the first movement for myself is the flat barbell bench press. Now unfortunately, a good, I guess you could say 2-3 years of my early lifting career I spent doing this movement very incorrectly. Luckily I have no injuries to show, but when doing this movement incorrectly you open yourself up to a ton of possibilities for injury. So I really have been working on just checking the ego, breaking down the mobility and the form of the movement, and just working on really being as efficient as I can in my press. So I started off with 2 to 3 sets of just the barbell, and then we went up to 135. And for me, these warm-up sets are, I guess you could say, I just use them more so to make sure that I'm feeling the movement, specifically in the chest, not in my shoulders. And then at the same time, when I have these light weights, I really work on focusing on driving through the heel, keeping the butt on the bench, and retracting the back. Alright, so our first working set, we're going for, you have to excuse my silliness, we're going for 3 by 10 at 185. At 146 pounds, my goal for my hypertrophy sets right now is a 3 by 12 at 185, so we're getting pretty close. So the first set started off fairly well. The bar speed felt good, and honestly 185 pounds felt really light, so pretty excited about the movement. But then we hit the second set, and I'll be really honest you guys, I was so hesitant to put the second set in this video just because for me, especially as a new YouTuber, I felt like it was pretty embarrassing. But then I stopped and I thought about it, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that walk in and start a workout and it just doesn't go the way they want to, or maybe a simple thing like mine where a single set just throws you off. But it's nothing to be discouraged about, nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just part of the struggle, it's part of the grind. So the second set, as you'll see, the bar speed starts off really good. It feels light, definitely felt like I was going to hit this 3 by 10 super easy. But then it does not go so well. So as you see, I think I'm in like the 8th, 9th rep right now, and they are grindy, just totally shot. So I go for my 10th, and the unfortunate part to the 10th, I will let you guys see right here. And as you guys see, it did not go as planned. Luckily, my friend Edgar stepped out from behind the camera and came to help out with the spot. But like I said, guys, I totally did not see that coming. It was totally embarrassing for me just to have in a video, but I stopped and I thought about it, and I couldn't help the fact that I had spent a lot out of the tank, and I just wanted to show you guys that even though you prepare for the most, sometimes you don't always get that. I will say that I think that was a PR isometric hold for me though, especially at 185 pounds. So I finished the third set. I only got 6 reps, but I knew that that isometric hold really took it out of me. So we moved on to the second workout, which was some inclined dumbbell flies. Now this first set for me is a working set, but still somewhat of a warm-up. The range of motion varies mainly just because I'm trying to pick the angle in which, when I stretch and let my arms go out, just making sure that I feel that stretch in my chest and not so much in my shoulders. So the second set, we went up to 35 pounds for, I believe, 3 of 8 to 12. And really, I shoot for 10 to 12 for every set, unless it's just one of those sets where the weight is crazy heavy. So didn't feel too bad on these flies. Went ahead and moved up to 40 pounds. Really just working on being able to press as much as I can, being able to fly as much as I can, and really work on putting a lot of numbers up in this surplus. So after we hit this, I was feeling pretty shot. It was surprising, just those 2 exercises really took it out of me. But I was pretty excited to show you guys a few movements, so it definitely gave me some more strength. Alright, so the next workout we moved on to some weighted dips. Now, I specifically don't usually use weight when it comes to doing my dips. However, being 146 pounds, it isn't hard for me to crank out 25-30 reps. And just for the sake of time, we decided to go ahead and just make it a 3x10. So we grabbed a 50-pound dumbbell and just made it work. So as you can see, I'm rocking my CG Fitness V-neck, and then also my camouflage hat. Just so everybody knows, also that camo hat is a real New Era 5950, so still keeping it original. So yeah, last set here, started to get a little grindy towards the end. That 50 pounds definitely started to feel a little heavier in the last set. So I went ahead and tried to get as many as I could, and then I'm pretty sure I just kicked the dumbbell out the way and tried to finish at least a couple more sets to really make sure I was smoked out. So alright, now this movement isn't something that I do all the time, but I actually had found this, well, not found this machine, but I actually had decided to try it this morning and found out that it really was awesome. So as you can see, I am stacking a whopping 25 pounds, quarters on both sides, and really just using this movement to work on contraction. Having a seat does make it a little bit different. It really makes you want to use more momentum, more drive coming from your lower body, but I really tried not to do that. I really just tried to concentrate on pressing with the chest, squeezing. As you can see, the humerus does start to slightly cross the body, so it definitely helped on the contraction itself. But overall, I like this movement. I might start to incorporate a little bit more, maybe going a little bit heavier. I just really don't want to sacrifice my form and my contraction with trying to push more weight. So, and then finally, guys, we finished off with some triceps. Not a whole lot to this movement. Biggest thing is I tell people is keep your wrists straight. Keep your elbows tucked in close. You don't need to be flaring everything out. Just do it as simple as possible. Make sure the contractions in the triceps. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope to help you out. Some of these movements help you grow. Please stay motivated, and if you guys have any suggestions, don't forget to leave them in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll check you guys out in the next video.